My problem with Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul, knuckleheads, it's going down. June 6th, the goofiness continues. The day immediately following Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos on Triller. This fight's happening on Showtime pay-per-view, Floyd Money Mayweather's platform. And I'm all for these guys making as much money as possible. Good for them and good on them. But as a promoter, my problem with these gimmicky YouTuber fights is very clear and very simple. They do not shine any light on the prospects that are upcoming, the young men and women that actually sacrifice to make it in this sport, these combat sports that are most brutal sports and brutal occupations on earth. And they continue to fail to do that. And I can give you guys a real life manifestation of that failure, a real life example of it. And you don't have to look any further than Quinton Quick Draw Randall, right? A fantastic A&O prospect out of Texas, trained by Derek Collinsworth, a guy I respect very much. Quinton Randall was on the last Triller card, and you wouldn't even know about it. And my problem, and the proof that these young guys aren't getting the shine that they deserve, is if you know Quinton Randall's story, because he's been on this channel and shared it with us, then you know that Quinton Randall is an absolute star, a human supernova, if you will, waiting to absolutely explode. Listen to this. He was a kid, a big kid, in prison, learned to box by subscribing to a magazine that had tips from Bernard Hopkins on the back of it, was hanging, pillows and mattresses up in his prison cell and teaching himself how to throw punches, lost two of his precious children, one of them, and I believe it was 8 years old, in a car accident, absolutely tragic, and has used those tragedies to grow and mold himself into this incredible human being, into the #1 amateur in the United States in boxing, and now into an undefeated professional boxer. And Triller, on the Jake Paul versus Ben Askren undercard, decided to not even air him. His fight against William Jackson wasn't even aired. I mean, the only way I found out what happened to Quinton Randall, because, I was a fan, I wanted to know what happened, I had to go on social media to find out what happened. So here you have another clear as day scenario where you've got a kid that has all the makings of an absolute star and the story of a star, and he's got everything. He's got all the skills. He's got all the talent. He's got the Rocky story that all the American public and all the world can relate to and love. In fact, I would say his story is better than a fictional Rocky story because it's real and in some ways much more tragic, but also much more amazing. And despite all that, they couldn't even give this kid airtime. I mean, talk about dropping the ball. My point is that these big, gimmicky, goofy YouTube celebrity fights continue to do the same thing. Right off the bat, I saw that the Logan Paul Mayweather undercard is going to have Jean Pascal on it fighting, Badou Jack. And I understand, and I respect both guys. I love both guys. I really do. But these are guys that are way past it. These are guys that are way past it. You know what I mean? These are not guys that continue to need this sort of shine, although all the best to them, and I hope they get paid. The guys that really need the shine are the young guys that are sacrificing every day and destroying themselves, trying to make it to the upper echelon. Badou Jack is a champion and was a champion. So was Jean Pascal. These guys were on top of the world, And I'm not saying they don't deserve to be on this card. Don't get my words twisted here. They absolutely should be on the card. But line this damn thing up with some, upcoming, prospects, build some fighters, build some futures, man. Stop always going out there just trying to, grab as much cash as possible. Invest something into these young fighters. And I promise you guys, in the future, you'll reap the rewards of that. A kid like Quinton Randall should be a household name. And there are many Quinton Randalls out there because, unless you don't know, combat sports typically houses those of the hardest life, those of the lowest socioeconomic, tier in our society. There are so many kids like that waiting to be discovered. And now you have all these massive promotions with all this attention and all this spotlight and all this media. And they're still failing to give these kids the shine they deserve. Knucklehead, that's my opinion. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Hit the like button when you get done with that. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. Spread this video to those who need to see it. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. Click the bell notification icon to know when we drop a video. And join the channel for just $5 a month at 16 cents a day. You can help me build the most educated fight channel on YouTube, as well as the baddest promotion in the world, FightersRep Promotions. We'll be back later this year. Also, be sure to follow us on social media and follow our official sponsor, Nueva Real Estate, at Instagram at Nueva Real Estate for all your California real estate needs. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this one, man. This one hits me. This one hits me deep because I see what these young men and women go through. And, for me, being able to give back to them is an indicator of my success as a promoter, as a promotion. And, we can't just leave them high and dry. With all this attention, with the way social media has become, we have to leverage that for their sake, you guys. So that's my point. Also, be sure to get your Fighters Rep gear. And link below, anything you guys purchase helps me continue to build the promotion and the channel. Look forward to hearing what you guys have to say.